Shalom. First and foremost, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught me the truth, and much love, greetings, and salutations to the tabernacle of David, the hopeful elect. This is from Zero Hedge, and this is an interesting piece where you have Paul Craig Roberts. All right, he's an expert economist, and he's basically putting it out there that these American sheep are being lied to every day by their own government. All right, the fake, phony news. All right, mainstream news. All right, they keep painting this picture that America is progressing. Things are getting better. The economy is getting stronger. All right, they saying that the unemployment rate is a lot is low. They're giving false numbers, false statistics, and it doesn't add up with the true statistics. But they got the Americans are these delusional people that live in a delusional world. It's giving them a false sense of hope. That America is gonna bounce back, so to speak. But we know that's not so because the Lord intends for America to go down. He's bringing this place down totally. And if you can't see that, that's because you living in a world of lies, man. You're living in a bubble, man, a delusional world. You're not living in reality. All you gotta do is look around you and look at how things are. Things are in shambles, man. 42% of people in this country living in their vehicles. All right. What does that say about the condition of this country? All right. But anyway, he kind of breaks it down. I wanted to go into some of this article to show that everything ain't all sweet. Everything is actually getting worse and worse because America's deteriorating, man. All right. Babylon is she's being casted down, before the face of the earth. All right. And she's imploding from inside out. All right. So let's go into this. All right, Paul Craig Roberts. It says the U.S. government and the prostitutes that serve it continue to lie to us about everything. All right, and the prostitutes is basically these fake journalists. All right, the false mainstream news that they put things out there with an agenda, and it's very biased. All right, they don't really put out the truth. All right, so basically the U.S. government and the prostitutes that is being used. They're using that to lie to the people, man. All right, giving you a false sense of hope. It says on Friday, the Bureau of Labor Statistics told us that the unemployment rate was 3.9%. How can this be when the BLS or the Bureau of Labor Statistics also reports that the labor force participation rate has declined for a decade throughout the length of the alleged economic recovery, and there is no upward pressure on wages from full employment. When jobs are plentiful, people enter the labor force to take advantage of the work opportunities. This raises the labor force participation rate. When employment is full, which is what a 3.9% employment rate means, wages are bid up as employers compete for scarce labor. All right. So basically, they got to get that money up because the companies, they're looking for workers, but it ain't enough in the workforce. All right. But when the employment is full, you know, that this is what occurs. It says full employment with no wage pressure and no rise in the labor force participation rate is impossible. All right. So they're lying about the unemployment rate. They put those numbers out there to look good. But really, to be honest, a lot of people are suffering. All right. It says the 3.9% unemployment rate is not due to employment. It results from not counting discouraged workers who have ceased to search for jobs because there are no jobs to be had. Yeah, these are people who basically stopped looking for work because they're discouraged that they can't find any good paying jobs. All right, they're either don't have enough work experience, because they haven't gotten a fair shot at work to build up their experience. Uh, they've some of them are college graduates, so they have a degree. So certain jobs they're considered overqualified. All right, you have those that are felons, so it's hard for them to find work. All right, I mean, there's many more different things as to why people just they leave they stop even looking for work, even though they're able-bodied. All right, because they don't want no the shitty jobs that ain't paying you nothing. You got to mop, the fast food restaurant bathroom floors and white toilets and stuff like that. Ain't nobody trying to take those jobs. All right, unless you're desperate and you in need of some change. But that's low level. You can't live off of that kind of money. So they're lying to you about what the true unemployment rate is. We can't factor out a lot of businesses being shipped out, or a lot of companies leaving the country and going overseas. A lot of retail stores, shutting down. So a lot of people that's in that work field are out of work. So they got to get on unemployment. Those that actually qualify for unemployment, that is. All right. So the pressure is getting to this place where people are still under that delusional false sense of hope because they listening to the mainstream media, mainstream news. They listening to their government. All right. They listening to Trump, that devil. And they are a bunch of liars, man. All right. It says if an unemployed person is not actively searching for a job, he is not counted as being in the labor force. Exactly. The way the unemployment rate is measured makes it a hoax. The government tells us that there is essentially no inflation despite the fact that prices have been rising. So this is another point. All right. So he made the first point was about them lying about the unemployment rate. We know it's way higher than 3.9%. And they always left out the discouraged workers. They always leave the number of Americans that been not counted in the labor force because they stopped looking for work. They never count that. Those people are without jobs. All right, and it tells you in the prophecy concerning America that there shall be no work for Egypt. So a lot of people will struggling to find work. Now, when these devils lie and talk about, oh, we're opening up a lot of jobs and a lot of people are finding employment, yeah, but you giving them jobs that really people can't live off of. People got to work multiple jobs. The jobs that you making available, they got to work multiple just to make ends meet. Let me get that in Isaiah. real quick. Here we go with this computer. Always doing this. I might need to just reboot this computer or just get a new one. Salakia, bear with me. You know, this computer always do that, especially on this program. That's why I'm starting to do my lessons from my phone and not on my laptop. My laptop is I got Satan on it. Come on, man. All right, since this one I act up, I might have to just do what I normally do when my computer acts up and just go straight to the 1611. Yeah, let me go to the 1611 while this thing is tripping. All right, this Isaiah 19. We get that. Isaiah 19 and 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So that means that the force is going to be scarce. All right, because a lot of businesses, a lot of companies are shutting down or being transported overseas. All right, and then the manual labor is being taken over by, you know, his devil's artificial intelligence. You know, they're gonna replace that field. You know, they could just use their technology to get certain things done. So what you people gonna do then? All right, now this thing wanna, now that I done read the verse, now this thing wanna pop up. X out. Too late. But anyway, going back to the article, let this load. Oh, I hope this don't take forever. Go back to the article. So the first thing that this devil was lying about is how the unemployment percentage rate is low. So that means that the economy is doing well. The people, the American people are working, so they're doing well. No, ain't nobody doing well, man. Only the everybody else they struggling, man. All right, because you know, America is destined to deteriorate. It has to go down like this. So back in the article, it says the government tells us that there is essentially no inflation, despite the fact that prices have been rising strongly. Yeah, i.e. the gas prices. All right, um, the price of food, like he's getting ready to say, the price of food, the price of home repairs, the price of drugs, the price of almost everything. Yeah, everything is going up, man. You know, the pricing of you know, homes, rent, you know, rent going up every, you know, at the end of your lease every year or every 6 months. All right, that's because of inflation. You know, the value of the dollar decreasing. So they're lying to you about your economy as well. It says 2 years ago, the American Association of Retired People's Public Policy Institute reported that the average retail drug price has been increasing at a worrying pace of 10% a year, and about 20 drugs have astoundingly had their prices quadruple since just December. 60 drugs doubled over the same period, turning pharmaceuticals headed by Martin Shkreli as one of the most pronounced examples of this kind of behavior. The company bought a life-saving cancer medication only to increase its price from 13.50 to 750 per pill. See that? Come on, man. And really, all those drugs is really to further destroy you, and they can make money off of a slow kill. Because every time you put those drugs into your body, it doesn't belong in your body. So all it's doing is causing reactions in the body that's actually ruining and destroying the function of your body. All right, and you gotta come out the pockets. If you're not insured, you gotta. It's gonna be expensive. And even when you do have medical coverage, they only pay a certain percentage. So you still have to come out of the pockets, man. And a lot of people can't really right now. They can't even afford to have medical coverage. They have to leave that off just to keep their full checks. Okay, so it says incomes, of course, have not doubled. In real term, incomes have declined. Moreover, expenditures on medicines are a huge percentage of the budgets of the elderly and those on Medicare. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, the average annual cost of prescription medicines for the elderly counts for three-fourths of the average Social Security pension and for about half of the median income of people who receive Medicare benefits. All right? So these people are getting raped, man. Okay? How much more when a society collapses and you don't have access to any of these things? It's all going to be scarce in that day. It says, going back to the job market, it says real jobs have also declined. The jobs that the financial prostitutes report to be unfilled are not jobs that provide a living, meaning a wage that you could live off of, or salary. All right. Majority of the people, if you're not in the top, working the middle class or the upper rich class, then you're not living above you're barely making it. You're barely getting by on the poverty line. Okay, you're living from paycheck to paycheck. All right, one paycheck and one delay in a paycheck. All right, your employer pays you late. That can fuck your whole life up, man. All right, and a lot of people are dealing with that, man. That's a real issue. People ended up homeless because they got their money too late or they got defrauded or something. Because Esau, he's a devil like that, man. Sometimes he'll find a excuse as to why you can't get your money on time, but let it be where you got to pay him. If you don't get it on time, he want it back with interest. All right. It says the BLS reported that the number of Americans working multiple jobs rose in July by 453,000, bringing the number of Americans who hold multiple part-time jobs to 8,072,000. It says, looking at July's payroll jobs report again, we see the third world complexion of the U.S. workforce. The alleged new jobs are concentrated in lowly paid domestic services, temporary help services, meaning temp agencies, all right, seasonal jobs, and those that you only get paid minimum wage, all right. You're supposed to the jobs that they have you doing, you're supposed to be getting paid double than what they're actually paying you. But because you're doing it through their services, they get a cut half the money, and then you get the other half. All right, that shit suck, man. I done been through that. It says healthcare and social assistance waitresses, and bartenders. So those type of jobs. Okay. It says there is a scant sign of a vibrant economy, but high debt is everywhere. So that's another one. High debt. And that's what Habakkuk, the second chapter, he laid up himself with a thick clay, which the Hebrew word for clay is a abayet, which means debt. All right. This man do so much spending that he doesn't even realize that you're spending more than you're making. All right. It says debt is growing faster than the income needed to support it. The U.S. government is on course for another 1 trillion annual budget deficit. All right. I don't even know what the national debt is now currently, man, but I know it's over 20 trillion, probably 21 trillion. I got to go and check it. But I mean, that's just that's not even the real official debt. All right, it's hundreds of trillions. That's the real numbers. They'll never be able to pay that back, pay that off. All right, and that's why they need a war. That's why this war is gonna have to happen. World War III. All right, to generate money, but they're spending it all on the military. So that lets you know that they need this war to pop off. All right, it says the federal state, the local tax base has been decimated by the global corporations' export of high productivity, high value added manufacturing and professional skill jobs. In the name of free trade, the tax base for Social Security, Medicare, and public pensions has been given away to China and other Asian countries where labor costs are low. All right, when they produce these goods that we consume here in America, they do it for low cost. They do it for cheap, and we buy it, for a lot. All right. It says the U.S. global corporations make higher profits by shrinking the U.S. tax base. Neoliberal economists defend this absurdity as free trade that benefits Americans. The millions of Americans whose jobs were given away to foreigners know full well that they have not benefited. They know the story told by neoliberal economists and financial prostitutes is a lie. Okay? So all they doing is just lying to you, man. All right? These journalists, these fake mainstream news media, they all are lying, man. Okay? America is becoming more and more of a shithole. Trump talking about shithole countries. America been a shithole country, but it's becoming even that much more. All right? The poverty rate, more people in cars. All right? It's getting desperate, man. All right? And all this proves is what? That the so-called white man, he's a damn devil. He's a liar. He's a deceiver, man. This is Job 13. Job 13. I'm gonna just use the 16:11. All right, I ain't got time for this damn computer to be tripping like this. Every time I want to do a lesson, I think I'm gonna have to just go back to using the phone app. Here we go. And 4, but you are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value. All right, and that's what this devil do. That's his nature, is to forge lies, man. All right, to paint false pictures to you. Okay, and when he lies to you, you people, you soak it up. Because he's in power. He's the ruler, and he has the power to control information. He controls the statistics. He can make the numbers according to what he wants. All right. He can't be straight up, straightforward. He can't be truthful. All right. It tells you Isaiah was that I know Psalms 58. You know, they come out the womb as soon as they be born speaking lies. All right. You can't trust this devil at all. All right. This is Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, right hand of falsehood. And with that falsehood, you know, they manipulate you people, you know, give you that false sense of hope, and all of a sudden you become delusional. You start to all of a sudden believe and think that the American dream is real. America is gonna get better. You know, you looking forward to the next elections and all that. You think you're gonna make a change, you know, because you hearken to lies, man. All right, and that's the majority of these people here in Babylon. They're totally bugged out, confused. But that's not in the interest of the Lord to bring this place back. He has judgment to do on this place. Okay, he wants to cast this place down. So anybody that thinks different, you know, they're living in a delusional box, man. If you can't see those worms spreading underneath this place, all right, this you don't see this place deteriorating, corroding, then you know, you're living a delusion, and the Lord sent that delusional spirit upon you. I believe that's in Thessalonians. I'll get it. It's Second Thessalonians 2, Second Thessalonians 2 and 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And really that's, you know, Babylon. These people are totally confused and bugged out, man. They believe in lies. All right, they don't even know what the truth is anymore. Neither do they care what the truth is. All right? But they're gonna start to see that things are not a joke. All right, and America going down is not that's not a it's not an exaggeration. All right, we're not using sensationalism to prove that America is going down. America is facing hardship. It's deteriorating spiritually, morally, economically. Okay, it's losing respect. The people are suffering. The cost of living is too high. All right, pretty soon, the crime rate that we know now it's going to triple. It's going to quadruple. Okay, people gonna go from marching and having peaceful protests and rallies and all that to just gunfire. People snatching up shit, you know, taking shit. Okay, riot. People killing each other left and right for the lack of bread, for great tribulation. All right, that's when you gonna know that this was not a hoax. All right, this isn't fear mongering. This isn't a conspiracy theory or none of that. That you people like to downplay what's going on in your reality, man. People, too many of you on that damn marijuana, that weed, or on pills and shit, man. Okay, but anyway, you know that's pretty much the the lesson. You know, I just want to go into that. You know, and this guy is right. These people are living a lie. Okay, and they're being spoon fed lies by their government. All right, their puppet president and the officials up under them. It tells you in Proverbs the 29th chapter, if a ruler hearken to lies, all of his servants are wicked. So I let you know what who's ruling and what type of people they are. They're the devil. Esau is he's the damn devil for real. All right. So that's pretty much it. You brothers could go into this article for yourself. It's from zerohedge.com. I'll try to leave this in the description box. All right. But hey, man, this place it's on its way out. I don't know how many times, us men of the Lord, start with the apostles on down, how much we got to stress that this place is on its way out. And if you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you so invested in this place, and you're gonna go down with this sinking ship. All right, because the Lord, he ain't waiting on you niggas to get it right and to come up out of this place. He already that he's gonna call up out of here. The rest of you, all right, because you still have a false sense of hope, and you put your trust in this place. You worship the beast of the image. Man, the Lord's going. He got something for you. Okay, and it's not a good surprise. It's not a special. So anyway, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai. Till next time, Shalom.